All right, just a friendly reminder, by the way. Tomorrow you have you have your outline due in 21 through 30 vocab. On Thursday, you have a test on Thursday. With a focus and a study guide is due on Thursday. Okay? Thank you. I say it every day, but I love hearing the surprise every day when no one listened to what I said the day before, and I'm looking right at you.
You definitely did not say it yesterday.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I thought the outline was due, but look. Now
Thank you, Coker.
Look, now I don't have to do it. Now I don't have to do it.
Perfect.
I'm
It's
done.
even better. It's even better. I say it every week.
You should tell me a day early so that I get it done. No. I'm saying say
On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the dude behind cognitive development? Who is it? Good. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Sierra, who is it? PJ. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name, what is it called when Peekaboo is so much fun because of this one thing? What makes Peekaboo so much fun? Good. John, what is it? Object permanence. On your whiteboard, please tell me. What stage are you currently in, according to PJ? What stage are you currently in, according to PJ? Good. Alyssa, what is it? Formal operational. On your whiteboard, please tell me, when I'm struggling with egocentrism, when I'm struggling with conservation, when I'm struggling with irreversibility, what stage am I in? Good. What is it, Riley? Pre-operational. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is it called when a baby will turn its cheek because it's looking for the nipple? What is it called when a baby will turn its cheek looking for the nipple? Sam, rooting reflex. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is it called when you touch a baby's foot and it kicks? Because it's trying to protect its legs. What is it, Karina? Babinski. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what are the 4 stages of Piaget in order, please? What are the 4 stages of Piaget in order? As I said yesterday, you need to know your order. It's a test question, on top of the fact that you need to be able to compare the two. Good. I got 4, 5, 6. Coker, what are they? There you go. On your whiteboard, please tell me, in what stage do you master object permanence? Oh my God. Good question, because there's a lot of wrong ones. What stage do you master it, Sophie? Pre-operational. And what stage do you master conservation? In what stage have you mastered conservation? There you go. What is it? What is it, Olivia? Concrete. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what are my 5 reflexes all babies are born with? What are the 5 reflexes all babies are born with? Thank you.
What?
No, my arms hurt because I went to the gym. Where are they, Jude?
Rooting, Lewinsky, something, swallowing, grasping.
There you go. All right.
Is that it? Oh, yeah.
What is it called when everything is all, when you ask, when it is a 5-year-old's birthday and it's your birthday and they don't give a crap about you and they just say, it's my birthday, but it's my birthday, but it's my birthday. Trevion, what is it? Egocentrism. What is it called if I cut a hot dog in half and then I cut one into quarters? All the kids are going to be mad at the kid who got the kid in quarters because he got more pieces than the kid who got him in half. But in all fairness, it's the same damn thing, Hannah. What is it? Conservation.
Stupid kids.
Conservation.
Did I write it in the wrong box?
Maybe. All right. So, here we go. So, today we're doing Vygotsky, and we're going to move pretty quickly. So, Vygotsky believes, yes, ma'am.
They gave similar examples, not in the book, for
Centration is going to be the more focus on myself. At the end of the day, it's always going to be about me and when it's centration.
So you give an example like that in the test,
It's always going to be conservation. They don't really ask about centration on the test. On my test, I don't think there's really anything on it. I think it's mostly on stages, and it's about the big ones, which is conservation and object permanence. There's like the big ones, and that's what AP will be writing about. But yeah, centration is the fact that something happened to me, and I'm a victim, and they can't relate that. Oh, like for instance, have you ever been to a birthday party where the little brother or sister gets a toy too?
Yes.
That's centration. That's it.
have to.
No, you don't.
No, you have to teach them that there's going to be a day when they're not going to do it.
Yes. Yes, it's exactly the problem here, people.
This is so annoying.
They're so annoying, and that's why I don't want them. All right, here we go. So, Vygotsky. By the way, this is question number 3 on your focus. If you want to fill it out there, it's also on your study guide as well, so pick what you want. So, Vygotsky believes that parents need to be involved in raising children, but they need to kind of have a one-hand approach. Instead of having a hands-on approach where they're doing everything for you, they're supposed to be there to guide you and to assist you, but not to do everything for you. They're supposed to let you fail, not carry you through life, which I think when you look back on your life, hopefully your parents did that for you. Would you agree? That those hard things that you had to do by yourself, yes, they were really hard in the moment, but hopefully you look back and you're most proud of those moments. We all know a kid whose parents do everything for them. Can we agree? They sit there and they do their projects, their homework. They're completely coddled in every aspect. Yes? Don't we hate those kids? And they're so, rude about it, too. They can't even appreciate what's happening. They usually don't even take for granted what they have. What?
No, I didn't see a box for Scott.
It's on the board.
So, when we talk about scaffolding is what Vygotsky believes is the best tool that parents can do for their children. And teachers use it here too. Scaffolding is when you teach someone to do something and then assist them to get it and eventually just walk away and let them do it. Essentially what happened when you learned to ride your bike for the first time. You got your little, what are the little wheel things called? Training wheels. And then your dad or your mom would hold onto your bike and stabilize you, correct? And then eventually they would kind of let you go once you were ready for it. That would be scaffolding. They teach you how to do it with the training wheels or even the fake little bikes that they push. And you know how you just move your legs? Okay? They've done all these training things to get you ready. So when you are pushed off essentially on your own, you're able and capable of doing it. What do you got?
What academic tutoring do you ever do?
Absolutely. I do scaffolding in my class. At the beginning of the year for your DUNOWS, for instance. I used to run every component of the DUNOWS, correct? I used to time you down. I used to call on people. I taught you how to do the trading and grading. And then I've taught you, and now I'm the liability of it, correct? I'm the annoying one who's usually distracting everyone, yes? That is the scaffolding. I used to be the responsible party, and now I'm kind of just hanging out, living life. Scaffolding. So zone of proximal development is Vygotsky's concept that the difference between what a child can do alone and what a child can do with the help of a teacher. Vygotsky believes that you shouldn't do everything for a child, but a child can't do everything on its own. It's the belief that a child will accomplish so much more if it's guided by a teacher. And that can be, when we say teacher, just someone teaching them things, not a teacher, not a parent. Does that make sense? So, the best thing that you can do for your kids when you have them in far, far, far in the future is I hate when I go to the grocery store and I see parents have headphones in while their kids are just sitting in the cart.
You already told us.
I hate this story. I hate it so much because it pisses me off every time I see them. Because especially when they're really, really young, you should be pointing out things and talking about colors, talking about food, talking about their day, asking them questions because the more they hear, the more they talk, the more they learn, the easier their life is going to be in the future. And I hate, especially, it's really bad developmentally for kids just to play on their little phones and on their iPads and all this stuff. It's developmentally damaging those kids. Their brains can't handle that much stimulant and not much bright blue light.
It's gonna be like Jesus and Jesus.
No, because I don't want to have kids, so no. I don't want kids. No, thank you. Are we good? Yes? Perfect. So, there's a newer theory coming off of Vygotsky that believes in child-directed speech. And it's for children to attend to higher-pitched, repetitious sing-song speech. Okay? So, when we talk about this thing, you've all heard of, like, you've all seen, like, super childish TV shows, right? Like Blue's Clues and Dora the Explorer. Have you ever seen them now that you're a grown-up?
Mr. Rogers.
Huh?
Mr. Rogers.
Oh my God, I love Mr. Rogers. I love him so much. He's a wonderful human being. A truly wonderful human being. Anyway, if you go back and watch the shows, they have a higher pitch to them. And they're super sing-songy. They have a little song. It's mail time, mail time, mail time. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail. Mail!
You
I
would.
know!
I watched
You've
it. I
never?
don't remember. That was like 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
Oh my God. There's like a Dora. Doesn't Dora have a map song?
Dora,
What is
Dora,
Barney's
Dora,
song?
Lee. Oh wait.
It's like, it's the map, it's the map.
You know that too?
It says it's the map. I'm the map. That's what I'm the map.
There you go. That's exactly
the back
Sorry,
how
guys,
we're
child sucks.
that's exactly how we're stimulating children, is by doing these different types of sounds and stuff. So, first thing is, this is your stage of language. I would do it on your study guides and it's your third box. So, what is the stages of language? So you're going to write number 1, cooing. Write 1 in that box, cooing. Number 2 is babbling, and I'm going to explain what all those things are here in a second. No, it's on the study guide. I don't care on your study guide.
What's the next one?
No, I'm looking at your study guide. One-word speech, also known as hollow phrase, which you do need to know that phrase because it's every once in a while on AP. And then write telegraphic speech. You should be writing this in stages of language development. So first thing's cooing, second thing's babbling, third thing is one-word speech, and then you have telegraphic speech. And then you have complete sentences. Make that your fifth thing, please. Complete sentences.
Telegraphic.
Okay? And in your application box, every human learns language this way. Every human. So it doesn't matter if you're learning German, or you're learning English, or you're learning, I don't know.
Portuguese.
Every human.
Arabic.
Well, what's like a super funky one?
Mandarin.
Oh,
Mandarin.
Icelandic.
What the hell is that?
Icelandic.
It sounds like
Exactly.
one long,
Oh my gosh.
like word. Like their sentences.
Gaelic.
There's no space.
Finnish.
That's so weird.
I have friends who are Bulgarian.
Welsh.
All right, here we go. So, what is cooing? It's the first step. So, cooing, if you look on your study guide, I'm fill it in right now. Cooing is that noise babies make. Just write that.
Miss Bennett, what was the fifth one after telegraphic speech?
Complete sentences.
Complete sentence.
Cooing is the first noise babies make under their own control. Crying isn't really under their control. Cooing is. Have you ever heard a baby coo? I've never heard a baby coo. It's apparently like super cute. It means they're happy. They're just trying to let you know they're happy. I've been around. I've only held one baby in my life.
That baby kind of looks like the baby Grinch from
Babbling is when the baby talks nonsense, mimicking language, but not using words, syntax, or anything. So, babbling is when the baby mimics language. So, like when they pick up the phone, they go, ma, 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 ma. I don't know. Whatever they say. Ooh, ah, ee, ah.
Like
Whatever.
that.
So
Yeah.
can they like picture words in their head and it just can't come out? Like,
To a degree. Some people argue that they can form full thoughts and ideas in their head, which is why babies have sign language. We've all seen Meet the Fockers at this point, right? Yeah.
It's a great movie.
All right. One word speech is yes, no, mom, dada, when they make declarative statements with one word. Cookie, now. Poopy. Sad. I don't know. Do they say sad? I don't know. But they're using one-word declarative speech. So no cookie.
How come they're like these super young kids though, but they have like full complex sentences?
It just depends on how much conversation they listen to with their parents, and how much genetic environment. Genetics.
Like this girl, like there's like this little girl on Vine. She's always like super like she always.
Oh, is it the one who's always like complaining
She's
about
like-
things at school?
She's, like, I
She's
smell
so
like
funny.
beef. Or she's
She's
like,
funny.
these are my bats.
Oh my god, I would hate that kid as a kid though.
Halloween.
She's not true. Jeez.
Oh yeah, that's what she's like. Halloween, I fucking love bats. She's so funny.
How old is she?
I don't know. I forgot her name.
Vine doesn't
Was
even
that-
exist anymore. It's
Rick
like
Vine.
R.I.P. to Vine.
Alright. Telegraphic speech is broken sentences that have some structure. We go now.
It's like the way I talk.
With a little slang.
It's like how Yoda talks.
We go now. Me hungry now. I don't know. I don't hang out with kids, but what do kids talk about? Give me ball. Like stuff like that. It's sentences. They're stringing words together, but all of the rules of language are not in agreement. Some things are in past tense, some things are in present tense, and then you have your completed whole sentences when they can use grammar, syntax, and have complete thoughts using manners, things like that. That's your whole sentences. And kids don't typically have this until about age 5. So you're listening to no, dada,
I used to say eat me when I was hungry.
eat me. That's funny.
I know.
That's funny. All right, so language acquisition device. Do we have that, Macy? Perfect. Oh, we're gonna terrorize some children today. Are we excited?
Sure.
Yes. All right, so language acquisition device is how we pick up language, how we listen to things, how we process information.
Where
All right. So you have Chomsky on there, don't you?
Number 4.
4 on.
Piaget. 4 in focus. Perfect. Chomsky, summary of Chomsky's stages of language development. He believes that with exposure, and our predisposition for language, that children pick up language quickly. Children pick up language quickly in order to connect to the rest of the world. So it's both environment and innate. So it's a combination of both. So the best thing, according to Chomsky and pretty much everyone else, the best thing you can do is actually have a conversation with your kid. Don't say, hello, baby. Oh, look at that baby. Look at it. Ugh. God, your child's brain's going to be rotted by the time they turn
You
to
have
that.
to do that until like a certain. You can't just start.
Oh, really? You know more than actual professionals at your ripe old age of how old? Cool.
So like a 3
I'll keep that in
month-old, you
mind.
Start talking to them.
Yes, when you're walking through the
Oh my
store,
gosh.
you point out bananas. They're going to be like,
Absolutely.
ah, and you're going to be like, banana, and you're going to say yellow. Tastes gross, because I think bananas are gross.
My
Source of
So good.
When I
All right, temperament, which is on your study guide, by the way. Temperament is the behavioral characteristics that are fairly well established at birth. When you're born with a temperament. So if you're born with it, it's nature or nurture? Nature. It's genetic. And I would point that out and I would write that down. It is genetic, which means it's nature. Which means what? You got it from your parents. So think about your temperament. Who are you more like? Are you more low-key like your mom? Or are you high-strung like your dad?
Yeah,
Well,
my
yes,
mom-
that's what I'm saying. I don't know your parents.
Gosh, you should.
My mom is super high-strung, crazy. My dad is super chill. Obviously, he has to deal with this crazy person all the damn time. So
It's like-
I think my temperament is like my
Come
mom.
on.
It's my mom. I have the same temperament as my mom. My sister has the same temperament as my dad. So, which one do you have? So, there's 4 different types. There's 3 different types of temperament. There's easy, which means it's regular, adaptable, and happy. I'd write this in your application box, people. There's difficult, which is irregular, non-adaptable, and irritable. By the way, that's me. And slow to warm up. You need to adjust gradually to change. That eventually you're uncomfortable at the start, but then you get comfortable and then you're perfectly fine. On your whiteboard, tell me which one you identified best with. You're difficult. I'm looking right at you. You were difficult.
I know.
Your mom would agree too. I would assume, wouldn't she? Yeah, perfect. All right. Oh my God, we got a lot of easy. Now, you are saying easy, slow to warm. That makes a lot of sense for you, Jenny. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I think that's perfect. Why? Because, like, no, it's not a bad thing. That you just slowly to open up.
Oh, I'm.
No, not slow. That's so mean. Now, what I want you to do tonight for homework is I want you to ask your mom, were you or your dad an easy baby, a difficult baby, or a slow to warm up baby? And they'll be happy to tell you all about who you are. And you'll be like, oh my God, just like you are now. And your parents will be like, yeah, you know how you're like this,
My
this,
parents
this.
said I was so,
I'm sending this to my mom and telling her she's sick.
But now I'm like,
All right, attachment. I got a lot I got to get done.
what do you mean?
Attachment. How much time do I have?
You were laying on a table in second period. complaining.
16 minutes.
16, perfect. We gotta go. Attachment is the emotional bond between an infant and a primary caregiver. An infant, which means they don't care if it's their biological mother or not because they can't really tell as long as they're getting fed. Can we agree? So, if you are in the care of your grandparent, someone who loves you, whoever, that is your attachment person. Does that make sense? So it doesn't have to be biological. There's no genetic code to it. It's whoever loves you and takes care of you. So attachment is the emotional connection that we have. How much we trust someone. In your application box, I would write how much we trust or how much we don't trust people. Do you want to see like the saddest thing in the history of time?
Yes.
I have some videos that are going to break your heart with these kids. So when we do, you need to write in your box Ainsworth, strange situation. That is the name of the experiment that we get all of these attachment components. What?
Have you seen the video of like the guy with the dog and he like always like is telling it to get away and like yelling at it, and then like at the end he leaves it on the side of the road and then it like comes back and at the end it turns into a child.
Oh
and
yeah,
it's
it's like you wouldn't.
you wouldn't abandon like your child, so don't like treat your pets.
Well,
like,
good. I hate
It's so
people who do
sad.
that.
I cry.
Good.
I'll
Good.
I'll find
Not
a photo and
that
tag
for
you.
you, but all right. So let me get through this because this is a big thing. It's definitely going to be on your AP exam. It's by Ainsworth. You need to know her name. It's Ainsworth. Her experiment's called The Strange Situation. Get it in a box somewhere. You definitely need to know it. So when we talk about attachment, there is 4 different types of attachment. The first one is secure. When you have a child and you've decided you're going to bring that child into the world, it is your responsibility to be a good parent. Whether your parents were good parents, whether your parents are crappy parents, you decide to have a child, you need to make sure you have a secure attachment. So what the hell does that mean? A secure attachment is when your baby trusts you to come back. They have basic trust that you are going to be there when they need them. So, when a baby has secure attachment, they are willing to explore. They're upset when the mother leaves, but as soon as the mother comes back, they're soothed. They're comforted by it. So, when you see a baby who cries when a mom leaves, don't be like, oh my God, that's an insecure attachment. That's a terrible mother. No. All babies cry when the mom leaves. But if the baby does not get settled down away, that means it's a bad mom or a bad primary caregiver. Let me show you what a secure attachment looks like.
This experiment, which I watched through a two-way mirror, is designed to gauge how secure is the crucial relationship between mother and child.
Okay, this bunny is going to go here, and that bunny will be on top.
The value of the test has been established in studies that would watch a child, 1-year-old, and then follow it up and interview them about their relationships to their parents when they were 21 years old. So we're quite confident in the long-term significance of this relationship.
After several minutes' play, the mother is signaled to leave the room.
Sweetie, I'll be back in 1 minute. I'll get you back in 1 minute.
My heart just broke.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm sitting for you. Sharon, I feel that she'll survive. The key element of the experiment is the child's reaction to her mother's return.
Hi.
The important clue is whether the baby's able to become calmed down by the contact with the mother, get back to play. Sometimes it takes a couple of minutes. You see, when the mother was out, she was only interested in the mother, no interest in the toys. Now she has a contact with the mother, she's beginning to show a little interest in the environment, and shortly she'll be right back with the toys where we started.
So you would call this a secure one?
Yes, yes.
Stop. Okay, on the back of your focus, let's label it. So, type of attachment style, you're going to write secure. The whole experiment is that the mom is going to be sitting there. So I'm going to show you a couple other attachments that are not going to go as well as that one did. That's a perfect normal. That's exactly the relationship you want. When the baby's left alone, the baby should be sad. When the mom comes back, the baby should be settled pretty quickly and start getting distracted. So the explanation of your secure. When the mom returns to the room, because it always starts when the mom returns, yes? When the mom returns to the room, the baby is easily calmed. You can write soothe if you want. Easily calmed and can be easily distracted by the toys in the room. Eventually, the baby's completely fine. So, just like you saw in the video, a secure attachment, when the mom leaves, the baby's really upset, crying, crying, crying. As soon as the mom comes back, the mom picks her up, soothes her, and then they start getting distracted again. That's perfectly normal. Okay? All right, so your next attachment style is avoidant. So, this should be on your study guide. Or you can write avoidant down. But it should be filling it in on your study guide, the definition. Avoidant is unattached, explore without touching base. What that means is when the mother's in the room, the baby wants nothing to do with the mother. Why would a baby want nothing to do with its mother? Abuse has not been there for the baby. They have trust issues. How do trust issues get created? If you don't clean the baby's diaper on time, when the baby poops in their diaper, they're going to realize they're going to be sitting in it for a while, and they have trust issues, correct? I'm going to do the other ones right now, just because I don't know how they do them in the video, so I can't remember. So, ambivalent is insecurely attached. They're upset when the mother leaves, and then angry when the mother returns. When we talk about ambivalent, we're talking about kids who don't believe their parents are going to come back when they leave. So what does that mean they have experienced? Abandonment, absolutely. The parent has just not been around, and the parent is unreliable. All of this can be dictated by the way a kid reacts. Now, if you see a kid in Publix having a meltdown of a tantrum, can you say, oh my God, it's an insecure attachment, bad mom, bad mom, bad mom? Can you do that? No, because you don't know the situations going up to it. However, we do know that the relationships immediately in childhood and what are dictated by attachment have the long-term respect of being accurate. Like McCrae has has an avoidant attachment to his father. His father was never around, and still to this day, they have a very tumultuous relationship. McCrae would rather not speak to him ever again, but here we are. Okay, ambivalent is insecurely attached, upset with mother when she leaves, and then disorganized, disoriented. This is also insecurely attached, and sometimes abused or neglect, fearful, dazed, and depressed, where the kid has no emotional response. Isn't that scary? That so many things have gone wrong for this kid, they've removed themselves emotionally from the equation. Isn't that crazy? That's really, really sad. To be taught so young of an age that you have no value, you have no importance, is a huge blow for a young kid, which is why they emotionally detach themselves. Yes?
We have just 3 different reactions to it.
Yes. So you could respond differently. I'm going to show you what they look like right now. All right, here we go.
Wait, so what should we write for the application? For
Oh, hold on. Just watch. I'd rather you watch and then come up with it.
Certainly much heavier.
Goes to the door following her. Now, we sent the mother right back in, but the point here is not to distress the baby. We're just trying to challenge it. The baby puts her hands to her face, a sad expression, puts her face down. When she picks her up, she keeps her head down, her arms out, and then she sits in the chair holding the baby. The baby's still sullen. He's low-keyed.
So you would call this insecure
Yes,
attachment?
insecure. He's avoidant.
Okay?
He's
So,
not-
avoidant. This is what it looks like. Remember, the baby is upset that the mother is gone, correct? So the baby is crying as soon as the mother leaves, and this is what you should be writing on your study guide. It says avoidant. You should be writing the explanation I'm talking about. So when the mom leaves, the baby's crying
Now, we
hysterically.
sent the mother right back in, but the point here is not to distress the baby. We're just trying to challenge it.
Okay? And as
The
soon
baby
as the mom
puts
comes
her
back,
hands to
he
her
looks
face,
down,
a sad
covers his
expression,
face,
puts her face down.
does not reach out for the
When
mom,
she
wants
picks her up,
nothing
she
to
keeps
do
her
with
head down,
him.
her arms out, and then she sits in the chair holding the baby. The baby's still sullen.
Look, is not comforted
He's
at all.
low-keyed.
So you would call this insecure
Yes,
attachment?
insecure. He's avoidant. He's not engaging her, and the reunion's not effective. And it's important to remember here that the thing that upset him was her absence. Her return should be the solution to his problem. Now this is another pattern that we see in babies who are not good at using their mother as a secure base at home. This baby is also insecure. But you'll see, we got a look at his play before the separation. The mother's left. When she returns, she picks him up. He can't calm down. He's still upset. She offers a toy to amuse him or to comfort him or to distract him, and he slaps it away. She offers another. He slaps it away. He's angry. We call these babies resistant or ambivalent because they both want her back and yet can't.
Okay, so ambivalent is when the mom's around, they
Pattern that
have
we
to
see
play with the mom.
In
They
babies who
have
are
to
not
have
good
that
at using
hands-on
their mother as a
approach.
secure base at home. This baby is also insecure. But you'll see, we got a look at his play before the separation. The mother's left. When she returns, she picks him up. He can't calm down.
Okay, there's no
He's still
calming
upset.
down. He's as
She
emotional as he
offers a
was.
toy to amuse him or
when
to
the
comfort
mother
him or to
was
distract
gone.
him, and he slaps it away. She offers another. He slaps it away.
So what
He's
does this
angry.
mean, this kid's experience?
We call these babies resistant or ambivalent because they both want her back and yet can't use the contact. We think that the difficulty is that in the past, when he sought comfort, she's been inconsistent as to whether she's available and responsive or not.
And the final one is disorganized, disoriented, right? Let me just look at it super quick. Hold on. It is when they're dazed and depressed and are completely emotionally uninvolved, which means when the mother leaves the room, they have no response. When the mother re-enters the room, they have no response. They are completely emotionless in regards to that mom.
Now, what if somebody else were to come to the house
It depends on who the primary caregiver is. Maybe, hopefully that baby has some sort of secure attachment with someone they can trust, right? So when McCray was growing up, he had a secure attachment to his mom and he had a secure attachment to his grandmother. But had a terrible, terrible, terrible relationship with his father. You know what I mean? So he had two secure attachments, which is why my man is the way he is today and he's a wonderful human being. But imagine if you only have, if you have no attachments, no secure attachments, and you're living in a world where, you can't even trust the people who are supposed to, I mean, I'll tell you right now, McCray's relationship on his dad still affects him to this day. I know that's a huge reason why he doesn't want to have kids. He doesn't know what it's like to be a dad. How would he know how to be a dad? He's never had a dad. He doesn't know what to do. Like, what do you do? Why? Yeah, I know, it's perfect. That's why he's my man. All right, tomorrow we are torturing some monkeys. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I love this week. I think this week's stuff is so interesting. We're going to ruin some lives with some monkeys tomorrow. We filled in, I have done a lot for you.
Thank you, Miss Bennett.
I have killed it this week. How much time do I have?
2 minutes.